way or not?
Well, I am. As we speak, I'm calling from my old trusty car phone.
Oh.
It's not that trusty right now. I can barely hear you, honey.
I can hear you.
Well, at least one of us is okay then. I should be there in about 20 minutes or so.
Oh, that's going terrific.
Yeah, I knew you're probably out there by yourself by now, so I thought I'd call ahead and let you know.
Oh, I've ever been so glad to hear your voice.
Nora, honey, are you okay? This connection isn't the only thing that sounds a little shaky.
Bo?
My mother. I thought it was your mother.
No, he did.
Laughter on Christmas Eve, then holiday cheer. Hello.
Hey, cutie.
Hello,
Merry
handsome.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
How you doing? Now, wait a minute. What is this I heard about you going on a trip?
What? You
What?
told Dr. Larry. About what?
Oh, his family. What are you going to do? Send him a post?
What's
What is
going
this?
on
What's
here?
going on,
Just
Mother?
kind of shy telling me about it.
Oh, will you stop? Now, I don't get shy. It's just that
Why?
Ralph asked me to go traveling with him.
And you got to tell him the rest.
And we talked a little bit, and we thought that after we seen some sights,
California,
that, all right,
Mexico.
all right, that maybe we would open a bookstore in Seattle. No, it's nothing. Well, it's nothing definite. It's not definite.
It's terrific.
It is. You think it's fun? Yes. No, but I mean, I think maybe. No, I think that I don't know people.
She's been worrying about what people would say.
Oh, darling, you are going to have a grand time.
That.
He is such a nice man.
Yes, he is. He's a very nice man. And I think I should start him. I'm going to tell everybody. I'm going to tell Vicki.
Good idea.
Oh, that is so exciting.
Take care, Jason.
Darling, has Rebecca gotten here yet?
No, but she should be any time.
Good. I have a kind of a Christmas surprise for her. Oh, Merry Christmas, twins!
Oh, right back at you, darling.
Hey, Merry Christmas,
Larry. Oh, it's like Grand Central Station in here.
Yes, it is grand.
Well, I'll tell you what. Why don't I get you another cup of punch there to go with the sparkle in your eye?
Thank you, darling. So, speaking of grand old landmarks, how's Asa doing this holiday season? Is he going to be here tonight?
No, he's not coming.
Oh, come on. The old poof's not going to spend another Christmas Eve home alone.
I wish you would.
What on earth? What's that? 2 cars, rag racing in front of each other. What kind of a lunatic would do something like that?
That's Asa and his new partner.
Thank you. That is Alex and Asa?
Mm-hmm. They got each other sports cars for Christmas. You know, I know this is asking a lot, but would you try and talk Paul into coming to church like you did last Christmas Eve?
Afraid not. I don't have a car that's fast enough to catch up with him.
And if you did?
It wouldn't make any difference, Clint. Last year, Asa had completely cut himself off from everyone after his marriage to Blair blew up in his face. He was isolated and hurting. Oh, no. This year is completely different. Asa is sowing his wild oats, and he is definitely not alone. Thank you, darling.
Are you sure I can't change your mind?
Clint, I have done everything that I can think of to keep Asa from Alex. Nothing has worked. So, Big Daddy Buchanan's on his own, and I'm getting on with my own life.
Larry Wallach having anything to do with that?
Well, not that it's any of your business, but there's nothing wrong with knowing a good doctor. Happy holidays, sweetheart.
Hey, Marty.
Hi, sweet. Surprised me.
Same here. I thought you were spending Christmas in Paris.
Yeah, I thought so too. Well, I'm on to check on those flowers at the office.
Well, I'm glad you made it back.
In time for Christmas, I mean. I have a surprise for you.
Wait, you shouldn't give me gifts.
Oh, don't worry. It's not that kind of surprise. Max, are the three wise men ready for the living crush?
Two wise men and a wise girl. They're all set.
Any idea where Luna went? I think Luna's in helping Cassie with the flowers.
How's Cassie doing?
She's doing well, all things considered.
Listen, you're going to make it through this, both of you, Andrew. I hope so. And anything you need, Luna and I are there for you.
Thank you. That's the best Christmas present I could have. Thank you, Max.
Let me help you with that. It's like looking at a tiny little face. Cassie, are you all right? Yeah, I really am. Because every time I start to slip, I've got someone to lean on. Yeah, Andrew is a wonderful man. I'm not just talking about Andrew. Don't you look? Very last talk. I bet you can't even get it stand up straight in there. And I can't tell you how much it meant to me that you were willing to tell me about losing your baby. Well, I just didn't want you to think that you were alone. That is how I felt. And when I lost William, I felt like the whole world went with him. I was surrounded by people, but it's a real private kind of grief. Yeah, but to know that you had it and got through it, maybe I can too. Of course you will, sugar. You will. Thank you, Luna. Come over here. I want to wish you the merriest Christmas ever. Thank you. You know, the weird thing is, I have a feeling this could be the best Christmas yet. Now, the time when all the pain starts to go away.
Hello? Hello, operator, hello? Hello? Now what? Who's there? Who's there? Answer me! Answer me! Who's there?
Merry Christmas, Nora. This isn't going to be like one of those surprises you're sorry you got.
Good.
You ever heard Chris Walker?
No, I don't think so.
Well, he's a new recording artist. He's really talented.
So you got me a CD?
No. Chris Walker is going to record Teach Me How to Dream.
That's amazing. How did that happen?
I heard his voice on the radio, and I thought it'd be perfect for Teach Me How to Dream, so I sent it to him.
Just like that?
Why not? Seemed like a good idea at the time. And it was. He went nuts over it.
It's absolutely incredible. You should be so proud.
We should be. We may be going our separate ways, but we'll always be right next to each other on that song credit. At least something we did together will last. Merry Christmas, Marty.
Merry Christmas, sweet.
Merry Christmas.
Whoa. Let me help you with the... Hey, let me... All right.
I hate this coat. Sweetheart, what's going on? What's wrong?
Where have you been? We're going to send a search party for you.
I'm sorry. I was just taking a walk down by the river to calm down.
Yeah, I told you we should get rid of that Angela. Now, what did that fly-by-night hustler want this time?
Nothing.
Nothing.
She was actually pretty nice. She just wanted to apologize for all the pain that she caused.
Oh, and you believe that?
Oh, I don't know. I'm just so confused. I was listening to her, and I saw that look in her eyes. I started remembering all the good things that she did to me. She just wasn't Christian.
What she did?
No, what I did. I mean, don't you see? I can't forgive her. What's wrong with me?
Hey, Rebecca, listen to me. That woman treated you like dirt. She was all that you had, and she knew that, and she betrayed you.
Why can't I just say, I forgive you? God knows I've forgiven people who've done things 1,000 times worse.
Well, it's nice to know that there's nothing wrong with your ears. Where you gonna go, huh? Come on, you're blind as a bat.
You got away from it. Keep away.
Now, is that any way for you to talk to an old client of yours? We're buddies. Miss... Wait now, Miss... Ms... Mrs... You know, I have never known what the hell to call you. I guess... Buchanan. I'm sorry, but that number cannot be completed as dialed.
Let me go.
I don't think so. See, you're stuck with me. You're stuck with me the way I was stuck with you in that courtroom. How does it feel? Huh? How does it feel to be in somebody else's hands?
You're hurting me. You're hurting me.
Well, what goes around comes around. And you ruined my life. Now I'm going to make sure yours comes tumbling down.
No.
Yes. See, you were my defense attorney. You were supposed to defend me in that stupid trial. And you didn't. Instead, you hand-delivered me to prison. Now, as far as I'm concerned, that's a crime. And you need to be tried for that crime. And guess what, Nora? I'm the judge. I'm the jury. And you're guilty. You're guilty as hell. You were very, very naughty. And now it's time for you to get your punishment.
If you think you won that damn race, you're as cracked as a Liberty Bell. I nosed you out the last 100 yards.
That's not true. I distinctly remember passing Nigel ahead of you.
You are nuts.
You are wrong.
Well, let's settle this, okay? Nigel, who won the cockamamie race? The lady in red or the man in black? Who happens to pay your salary?
Not fair.
I couldn't say, sir. I didn't see the climax of the contest.
You what? You were standing at the finish line when we went past you. There were 6 inches between you and our cars. How could you not see it?
Exactly, madam. My eyes were shut. It sounded like a tie.
Okay. We'll call it a damn draw.
For now.
You know, there's nothing like making noise Christmas Eve to get the blood a-popping. Nigel, cognac.
Yes, I see, sir.
Well, pour it, you loping limey. I want to make a toast to the greatest street race this town has ever seen. And to the one lady who can almost keep up with old Asa.
And to all the top speed pleasures in life. And a man that never slows down. Cheers.
Merry Christmas, Alex.
I have one more little present for you.
Really? When am I going to get it?
Now.
She did a total number on you. You should take your time before you get back with her. Okay, forgiveness is not just something that you give out for Christmas. You don't wrap it up and give it to somebody.
Hey, you're here at last. What kept you so long?
I was just, catching up on a few things.
Oh, guys, can I talk to Rebecca alone for a moment?
Sure. Make her honest.
Something wrong, Renee?
No, nothing. No, absolutely the opposite. I wanted to give you a Christmas present, and it can't wait till morning.
Why?
Mostly because it can't be wrapped. And I don't want you to say no until I'm finished, and I don't want you to say no then either.
What is it?
Rebecca, I would like for you to come and work for me at the Palace Hotel for room and board. And I would also very much like to be able to float you alone so that you can re-enroll in Lambview University come spring semester.
Why are you doing this for me?
Let's just say that you remind me of someone I know pretty well.
Who?
Me, at an earlier time in my life. I went through a rough time myself, darling, around your age. And boy, do I know what it feels like to feel like a flood victim who's been swept away in an instant. I just want to lend you a hand. Will you let me?
I don't know what to say.
Why don't you say Merry Christmas, and I'll see you first thing Monday morning. What do you say?
Thank you. Thank you.
Why not?
Because Bobo will be here any minute.
Well, then we'll just have to execute the sentence before he gets here, won't we?
What's that noise? See, I can't hear so good out of this ear, thanks to your airy, fairy friend, Mr. Moody, remember? Huh? Remember? Yes.
So do I. That's why I'm going to have to pay her a visit after we're, all wrapped up here.
God.
What?
Why do you want to do this? Don't you realize things are so bad for you right now, this will only make things worse.
But it'll be fun.
Don't you understand? If you go too far off the deep end, you can never get back.
I'll take my chances.
But you can get yourself killed.
Oh, I'm a pretty good swimmer.
You can get yourself killed as well as worse thing. Is it really worth losing your life over? I told you he's a bull. Oh!
You get rid of him. You hear me, Counselor? Fast. You get rid of him, or I swear, he's a dead man.
I have to go replenish my lipstick. But there's plenty more where that came from.
Sir, are you all right? Why? Isn't Christmas in December? Holly red. Looks good on her. Me too.
Sir, forgive me for being bold, but I simply must voice my opinion.
You have a problem with Alex, Nigel?
I have nothing but a problem with her, sir. The situation has gone quite far enough.
You see, I don't know about that. See, I just think there's going to be something real nice just around the bend.
Precisely my point. Mr. Buchanan, you're letting that sequin spider draw you right into her web.
I've always been a sucker for silk, Nigel. There's no need to worry. I am in complete control.
Said the captain of the Titanic.
You listen to me, Nigel. I am Asa Buchanan. And I became Asa Buchanan because I am on top of everything and everybody. There is no way Alex Hesse can ever do anything to me without me wanting her to do it.
Yes, that's what scares me most.
Excuse me, everybody, just for a few moments. Before we begin this evening service, I wanted to make sure I had a chance to tell you how happy and how honored Cassie and I are to have you all here. It is a rare privilege to look around a room and to be able to honestly call each and every parishioner a friend. We feel that we're just part of a wonderful, caring community whose universal gesture is reaching out to help those that are in need, as we have been. Cassie and I have come through a difficult time in our lives. We are indebted to all of you. We will never forget the care and the time and the love you have given us to help us cope with our loss.
We love you all very much.
Once again, you have proven the strength of Landview. It's people. It's people. It's really like one big, loving family. It's a home.
Amen.
Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright, round yon virgin, mother and child. Holy infant, so tender and mild, sleep in heavenly peace, sleep in heavenly peace.
Sleigh bells jingling. Jing, jing, jingling. Jing.
Now, you heard me, right? Right, you get rid of him. You get rid of him. I got nothing to lose.
Where's that?
Well, I'll give you a hint. It goes bang. Tell your little lover boy to get lost, or I'll use it.
No, he won't go. He won't go.
Well, then I'll just have to shoot him. Oh. Yeah, I'll kill him first so that you can watch. Oh! God, that is in such poor taste. I'm so sorry. I owe you an apology. You can't see. You're blind. Well, you can listen. You can hear him scream. You can hear his body hit the ground. You can hear him moan a little bit. And that'll be as good as watching, right? You're not ready for that, are you?
Okay, I'll tell him to leave. I'll tell him to leave.
Hey, are you in there, beautiful?
You do it. I'll blow his head off.
Okay.
Open up, honey. Got something that'll make you smile. What's wrong? Honey, you look awful. What's going on?